Welcome to a place of dreams, where the night air gently whispers tales of old. Tonight, we'll embark on a tender journey with Euphrosyne and the dance of joy. In this serene story, we'll meet one of the Charites, Euphrosyne, who brings the world joy and artistic inspiration. Breathe deeply, as her influence touches both gods and mortals, spreading warmth and creativity. If you find comfort here in these ancient stories, feel free to return and explore more. Now, settle in, close your eyes, and let the tale unfold. On the serene heights of Mount Olympus, a gathering was set to commence that would elevate even the divine spirits. The Charites, Euphrosyne, Aglaia, and Thalia, served as the enchanting companions to Aphrodite, the revered goddess of love and beauty. Known for their gentle influence, they embodied joy, beauty, and abundance, contributing a vital harmony to the divine realm. These minor goddesses played a crucial role in suffusing Mount Olympus with delight and inspiration. At the heart of this trio was Euphrosyne, the joyful, her presence akin to the first light of dawn, igniting inspiration in gods and mortals alike. Her essence was a beacon, subtly shifting the ambience of Olympus, inviting smiles and warmth across the divine realm. Aglaia, graceful and caring, embodied beauty, while Thalia, vivacious and generous, radiated an energy of creativity and abundance. Together, the Charites were a symphony, each note a reflection of benevolence and allure, enhancing the melodic aura of Olympus. As preparations for the grand gathering unfurled, Euphrosyne moved gracefully among the divine, exchanging gentle words with both gods and goddesses. Her joy was tangible, weaving through conversations and leaving traces of laughter in its wake. Each interaction subtly highlighted her unique ability to uplift spirits, an art she mastered with quiet elegance. Before the celestial festivities began, Apollo, the god of music and poetry, approached the Charites with a request. His deep respect and admiration for their influence were evident. "Would you join my symphony?" he asked, his voice carrying a melody only the divine could create. Euphrosyne nodded, her smile reflecting her readiness to enhance the harmony of Apollo's celestial ensemble. The Charites' acceptance promised an elegance that would weave seamlessly with the melodies to come. As the gathering unfolded, Euphrosyne's aura of joy resonated with the gentle rhythms of Apollo's music, its influence palpable in the brightened spirits and harmonious laughter among the gods. When the Charites began their dance, it was an ethereal ballet, a tapestry of grace that showered the gathering with inspiration and unity. Moving as fluidly as a breeze through a glade, they created an enchanting vision of unity and expression. The music soared, each note harmonizing flawlessly with the movements of the Charites, intertwining with the beauty of their presence. The gods, captivated by the artistry before them, found their spirits uplifted as Apollo's music reached new heights, enriched by the Charites' ethereal influence. Euphrosyne's infectious joy flowed over the gathering like a gentle stream, infusing each moment with laughter and delight. The attending deities, their spirits lifted, leaned toward one another, sharing smiles illuminated by the joy and warmth of the event. Even Zeus, the king of the gods, noticed the transformation. After the Charites' dance concluded, Zeus rose to acknowledge their significance. His voice, profound and steady as the sky's thunder, resonated through the assembly. The Charites embody the grace and joy that enrich our divine realm. Their presence is a blessing, not only enhancing the beauty of our gatherings, but also nourishing the essence of Olympus itself. His words, weighted with the power of gratitude, recognized the indispensable role the Charites played in creating this atmosphere of serene jubilation. The acknowledgment solidified their importance in the celestial hierarchy, reaffirming their value among gods and goddesses. As the melodies of the gathering receded beneath the horizon, a new desire began to quietly bud in Euphrosyne's heart. The joy she cultivated among the gods was a gift she now wished to share with mortals. Her thoughts began to weave a narrative of joy unbounded beyond the mighty summits of Olympus. Her sisters, Aglaia and Thalia, recognized this aspiration in the quiet glances exchanged, warmed by the potential for beauty that Euphrosyne could share with the world below. In this undeclared wish lay the promise of a new dawn and a joy yet to grace the mortal realm. The gentle rain fell softly on Mount Olympus as the day drew to a close, its droplets mirroring the serenity and fulfillment of the gathering. Euphrosyne's heart, full with hope and purpose, envisioned a journey where the dance of joy and inspiration would ripple far beyond. Thus, as the divine assembly dissolved into gentle camaraderie, Euphrosyne's spirit was buoyed by the possibilities stretched before her, ready to extend her influence into new realms, a peaceful transition that hinted at her impending mission to the world of mortals. With the harmonious gathering on Mount Olympus still fresh in her mind, Euphrosyne stood quietly at the edge of a cloud, her eyes tracing the contours of the world below, where mortals lived vivid and fleeting lives. Her heart brimmed with a longing desire to weave threads of joy into the fabric of mortal existence, as she had done so gracefully among the gods. It was a soft whisper in the vast expanse, echoing a wish to share the joy resonating within her gentle spirit. Turning to her sisters Aglaia and Thalia, she shared this vision that unfurled within her like a tender bloom. Aglaia, ever graceful and caring, listened with a serene smile, recognizing the noble intent in Euphrosyne's heart. The gift of joy is a light that should touch all hearts, Aglaia agreed, her voice gentle as a lullaby. Thalia, vibrant and vivacious, nodded enthusiastically, her words carrying the warmth of 1,000 sunlit fields. Mortals yearn for abundance in their joy as well, she added, eyes gleaming with supportive zest. Both sisters pledged their unwavering support, reinforcing the profound bond tying their destinies together. Emboldened by her sister's warmth, Euphrosyne approached Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Radiant in her celestial splendor, Aphrodite welcomed Euphrosyne's aspirations with wise and affectionate encouragement. "Follow your heart," Aphrodite suggested, her eyes sparkling with timeless understanding. Her words were a gentle breeze, fanning Euphrosyne's resolve and allowing her desire to blossom into firm determination. These moments echoed past memories of unity sown in their shared time on Olympus, solidifying Euphrosyne's resolve. As Euphrosyne's intent crystallized, Helios, the steady and radiant sun god, stepped forward, his admiration for the gentle Charite evident. "I will guide you safely to the world of mortals," he promised, his voice resonating with the strength and warmth of solar winds. Helios's guidance stood as a beacon of support, illuminating her path with unwavering brilliance, signifying the significance of this divine mission. Preparing for her departure, Euphrosyne gathered her gifts of joy and inspiration, each holding symbolic value for her mission ahead. Her heart was a vessel, overflowing with an abundance of emotions and aspirations to share with the world below, a world poised to weave new tales under time's vast tapestry. The moment of farewell arrived, a tender embrace from Aglaia and Thalia. Their whispered wishes of success conveyed warmth only siblings can, a reminder that though Euphrosyne's journey would take her away, their bonds of joy and purpose would remain steadfast. Ascending into Helios' chariot, Euphrosyne grasped the reins of the fiery steeds. Her heart brimmed with anticipation that mingled with a serene determination. The sky, painted in soft grays and hues of dawn's pink, became the stage for her remarkable journey. Each synchronized beat of the horse's hooves upon the clouds mirrored her heart's rhythm, steady and true to the mission embraced. Guided by Helios's unwavering light, Euphrosyne traversed the celestial path. Divine energy coursed through the chariot wheels, filling her with purpose. The overcast sky enveloped her like a comforting embrace, easing the transition from heavenly to earthly domains. A radiant arc of a rainbow accompanied her, a luminous spectrum, a prelude to the joy she hoped to spread. As her journey progressed, Helios, faithful to his promise, marked her departure with a burst of radiant sunlight. This vivid signal proclaimed her mission to gods and mortals alike. The light was a celestial benediction, affirming her endeavor to spread joy and inspiration in the mortal world. With each lead crossed, Euphrosyne's anticipation intensified, harmonizing with serene determination. The mortal realm awaited, a blank canvas upon which she would paint strokes of joy and creativity, a mission to unravel the tapestry of mortal life with hues of joy. As her chariot descended through the clouds, the vibrant earth lay before her, a land of ripe promises. Thus, Euphrosyne's journey began, a mission to weave threads of joy into mortal life. Under Helios's calm guidance, illuminating her path with the rising sun's gentle glow, she carried divine ambition's warmth, prepared to leave an enduring imprint of joy wherever her journey led. Euphrosyne descended from the sky, her journey gently guided by the breath of divine winds and the soft light of Helios. As her radiant chariot glided seamlessly to the ground, she wove herself invisibly into the tapestry of mortal life thriving below. Her arrival in bustling Athens was unseen by human eyes, yet her essence quietly harmonized with the city's vibrant pulse. Upon touching the cobblestones, Euphrosyne's presence cast a calming mantle over the bustling marketplace. The rain, initially a source of frustration, now fell gently like a blessing, its drops granting the stones a lustrous sheen. Under her influence, the city appeared to sparkle anew in hues of silver and emerald green, reborn with an artistic vitality. Euphrosyne moved gracefully among the market stalls, her being attuned to the undercurrent of creativity that teemed within the city's fabric. Everywhere she turned, vibrant colors mingled with the fragrant scent of produce and wares, creating a lively symphony of life. Euphrosyne's gentle presence awakened deeper artistic fervor in the heart of Athens, whispering possibilities into creation. She soon encountered an artist in the grip of frustrated struggle. His expression spoke of profound discontent, his brush hovering uncertainly over a canvas marred by hesitations and doubt. Noticing his plight, Euphrosyne extended her invisible touch, offering a silent wellspring of encouragement. In that instant, the artist felt a surge of inspiration, as if a veil had been lifted from his eyes. The creative vision he desperately sought cascaded through him effortlessly, and his brush began to move with newfound confidence. Vibrant colors emerged and flowed into a vivid masterpiece, each stroke guided by an unseen muse he could not name, but deeply sensed. News of his transformation swiftly coursed through Athens, carried by the eager whispers of those who were astounded by the powerful blessing of an unseen benefactor. Poets rejoined the cycle of creativity, their verses filled with a beauty and harmony previously beyond their reach. Their tales unfolded with newfound unity, echoing Euphrosyne's profound influence. Wandering further, Euphrosyne observed a poet, his voice struggling to capture the verses his heart desired to express. She lingered nearby, subtly threading inspiration into his thoughts. Slowly, the poet's words gathered momentum, transforming into a lyrical ode that breathed life into the gathering around him. The marketplace continued to buzz with anticipatory whispers, weaving stories of muses and divine inspiration. The priests within Athena's temple felt an unusual lightness infuse their rituals. Euphrosyne's presence filled the sacred halls, resonating in an ethereal melody that danced through their chants, a divine glow woven seamlessly into their prayers. As the day unfolded, Euphrosyne watched with satisfaction as the city basked in the warmth of her influence. Her heart swelled with the joy that thrived within the community, a testament to the success of her mission. While her role remained that of an observer for now, she foresaw the moments ahead when she would engage more directly with mortals, guiding their expressions of artistry with her tender touch. With anticipation, she embraced the promise of deeper engagements with Athens' inhabitants, a future where tales of joy and inspiration would continue to unfurl under her watchful grace. For the moment, Euphrosyne relished the kaleidoscope of human potential that lay before her, reassuringly aware of the journey that had just begun. As the sun traced its path across the heavens, Euphrosyne felt the vibrant pulse of Athens resonate with her gentle touch, promising encounters filled with joyous creation. Her heart swelled, eager for the gentle ripples of joy that awaited her guiding hand. As dusk descended upon Athens, a gentle rain cast a serene hush over the city. Euphrosyne meandered through the rain-soaked streets, her steps as light and rhythmic as the droplets that cascaded from the heavens. Invisible to mortal eyes, her presence suffused the city with an aura of tranquil transformation. Smiles began to bloom effortlessly on faces, laughter echoed through the alleyways, and an ethereal energy animated the hearts of those she passed. Her initial encounter brought her to a lone musician, seated by a flickering fire, his brow furrowed in frustration over a melody that seemed to elude his grasp. As Euphrosyne approached, her gentle influence enveloped him, soothing his troubled spirit. The musician, unaware of the divine inspiration, found his fingers dancing with newfound fluidity across the strings, crafting a melody that resonated with hope and harmonious beauty. Each note he played became a thread of joy woven into the night, a testament to the unseen Muse's touch. Continuing her journey, Euphrosyne found herself amidst children playing in the streets, their laughter spirited and joyful. The lightness she imparted lifted their spirits, adding an extra dash of exuberance to their games that transcended ordinary play. Onlookers, drawn to the infectious joy of the children, paused in their routines, enchanted by the ripples of happiness emanating from the small circle of carefree glee. In a quiet alley, a gathering of Athenians listened intently to a young poet, his voice tremulous as he sought the right words to capture his thoughts. Euphrosyne paused, offering silent encouragement that fortified the poet's courage. With her unseen guidance, his hesitant recitation transformed into a flow of eloquence. Those gathered felt their emotions stirred by his heartfelt verses, which spoke of love, beauty, and the muses who silently beckoned such art into existence. As night settled deeper over Athens, Euphrosyne's attention turned to a solitary craftsman working in his dimly lit workshop. Weariness threatened to overshadow his dedication, his hands stilled momentarily by fatigue. In a delicate whisper of her presence, Euphrosyne breathed life into his flagging spirit. The craftsman, invigorated by an unseen resolve, resumed his work with a renewed sense of purpose, a purpose that seemed guided by divinity, infusing his creations with artistry and devotion. He marveled at the unexpected surge of creativity, unaware of the divine catalyst behind it. Euphrosyne's graceful journey led her to an open square where dancers practiced their art, moving in time to an inaudible rhythm. Her presence lingered unnoticed, infusing their steps with an ethereal grace that elevated their movement to a new level of beauty and cohesion. Each dancer seemed lighter, more in sync with the others, transformed as if joy itself choreographed their harmonious interplay. In a moment of collective inspiration, Euphrosyne gathered a cadre of artists near a temple portico. Her invisible aura linked their minds, sparking a spontaneous workshop where ideas collided in a spectacular display of creativity. Paintbrushes flowed effortlessly, clay took on imaginative forms, and each artist found themselves animated by the divine energy coursing through their veins, a vivid reminder of greater realms beyond their own. Meanwhile, from her celestial vantage point, Athena, the wise patroness of the city, felt a distinct shift in Athens' atmosphere. Her keen insight detected the presence of another divine being at work. Sparking curiosity, this change beckoned her attention. Though Euphrosyne remained unseen, Athena's keen perception recognized this gentle enrichment as a gift aligned with her own vision for her beloved city. As stars unfurled across the velvet sky of Athens, Euphrosyne marveled at the transformations she had fostered. Though unnoticed by many, her essence became part of the lives she touched, weaving a seamless dance of joy and creativity into the city's cultural fabric. Content with the enduring impact of her unseen passage, she meandered through the quietening streets, aware that each subtle encounter had added an intricate thread to the city's vibrant tapestry. Aware of the growing curiosity within Athena's heart, Euphrosyne sensed the divine interest her influence had sparked. Though her visit was near its end, her presence would linger, inspiring Athena's exploration and attention. Under the vast expanse of the twilight sky, delicate wisps of drizzle created an atmosphere of inquisitive serenity over Athens. Within this ancient city, a new vitality pulsed through streets and artistic enclaves alike. Athena, goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare, stood confidently upon a high vantage point within the Parthenon. Her keen eyes gazed thoughtfully below, exploring the vibrant chorus of creativity and joy that had recently enveloped the city. This phenomenon, she noted, was a deeper, almost ethereal presence resonating with the souls of Athenians. Stories of creative surges, harmonious gatherings, and unanticipated moments of clarity whispered through the city, captivating Athena's curiosity. Artistic expressions flourished like never before, and an aura of joy suffused Athens. Driven by a desire for understanding, she traced these threads of inspiration, feeling the gentle beckoning of an unseen guide. Her pursuit of knowledge led her to a gathering on Mount Olympus. Within the Parthenon's intricate temple pillars, shadows danced as Athena raised her observations to the assembly of gods. The air buzzed with anticipation as they listened. The newfound joy and creativity blooming in Athens were too vivid to be coincidental, and Athena sought wisdom from her fellow deities. Among the gods, attention subtly shifted to Euphrosyne, who sat quietly as an observer. Her radiant presence remained unseen by those unaware of her influence. Athena's commanding presence imbued the council with focus. She eloquently articulated her observations, weaving together the patterns emerging in the mortal realm. Each deity offered insights, sharing perspectives on the nature of divine influence. Yet no definitive explanation emerged from their discussions. Intrigued by the mysterious workings of the divine, Athena resolved to venture directly into Athens' heart, seeking understanding from the inspired artists themselves. As dusk settled over the city, Athena moved gracefully through Athens. Her journey led her to a dimly lit studio bustling with activity. Painters, poets, and sculptors labored under a shared muse, their eyes shimmering with excitement. Euphrosyne's invisible touch guided their words, encouraging expressions of gratitude towards the gods they revered. Within this enclave, Athena observed animated discussions among the artists. They recounted dreams filled with vivid visions, moments of inspiration renewing their creative spirits, and a palpable sense of divine guidance. They spoke of joy infusing their lives and art, attributing it to a presence they could feel but not name. This newfound creativity transcended skilled craft, touching their lives with a divine spark. Athena, wise and discerning, recognized the subtleties of Euphrosyne's influence, a concealed grace nurturing the city's spirit without demanding recognition. Though she sensed the hand of a god at play, Athena chose not to disturb its purpose, respecting the quiet power that catalyzed profound shifts in the mortal realm. Content to observe and guide under this newfound flame of creativity, Athena felt a kinship with the unseen figure involved. Her thoughts turned inward, pondering the significance of such interventions and the harmony they fostered. Understanding the depth of Euphrosyne's influence, Athena admired the grace that operated quietly, but profoundly. As twilight deepened into serene night, Athena returned to the Parthenon's heights. She cast a thoughtful gaze upon the city, now woven with whispers of laughter and creation. Amidst the cool gray and slate blue hues painting Athens' skies, Athena's inquisitive mind prepared to openly engage with the divine force orchestrating this harmony. With a flicker of resolve, Athena contemplated the day's discoveries, the mysteries yet unraveled, and the promise of engagement on the horizon. She understood that this gentle unfolding of creative spirit, enriched by divine touch, was leading to a harmonious confluence between gods and mortals. Content with her insights, Athena prepared to return, ready to encounter Euphrosyne and further comprehend the harmonious integration of divine influence within mortal realms. The gentle promise of continued creativity and joy lay ahead, inviting exploration and understanding. Under the tranquil shadows cast by the moon over the Parthenon, Athena, the goddess of wisdom, stood observing the bustling city of Athens below. Her mind was absorbed in the recent aura of joy and creativity that enveloped the city, an influence she knew to be of divine origin. With her discerning insight, Athena sensed the subtle yet profound touch of another deity at work. As if responding to Athena's unspoken inquiry, Euphrosyne emerged gently from the shadows. Her presence was a beacon of grace amid the majestic architecture. The Charites' expression radiated calm assurance, acknowledging the wisdom that had guided Athena's suspicions. Athena's surprise was coupled with admiration as she regarded Euphrosyne. Here stood a fellow bearer of divine intent, a spirit not of disruption, but of harmony and enrichment. In their greeting was the warmth of allies, united in purpose and vision. The two goddesses conversed beneath the moonlit columns, their exchange a meeting of minds and souls. Euphrosyne articulated her mission with clarity. Her goal was to infuse the mortal realm with joy and inspiration, extending the influence she and her sisters had cultivated on Olympus. As one of the Charites, she sought to kindle the embers of creativity and happiness, effecting change both among the gods and now within the human world. Athens, with its vibrant arts and intellectual fervor, presented a fertile ground for her pursuits. Athena listened intently, her appreciation growing with each of Euphrosyne's words. She had already witnessed the impact of Euphrosyne's delicate influence, the flares of creativity spreading across Athens, the harmonious gatherings, and the newfound inspiration rippling through the streets. The subtlety of these transformations underscored Euphrosyne's artistry. "I am deeply impressed by your endeavors," Athena began, her voice laced with sincere admiration. "The harmony you foster aligns well with the wisdom I strive to cultivate among mortals. Your presence breathes life into creativity, enhancing the very fabric of our existence." Euphrosyne expressed her gratitude for Athena's supportive words. She elaborated on her aspiration for enduring harmony, where joy and inspiration would be as prevalent as the air mortals breathe. Envisioning societies enriched by art, bonded by shared experiences of happiness and expression, filled her with hope. Understanding the nuances of mortal life, Athena offered more than mere words of approval. She extended her guidance. "Mortals are indeed capricious, with lives as fleeting as starlight. Yet, with the patience and gentle touch you have shown, they are receptive to the gifts we offer. Rest assured, my protection and wisdom shall accompany you in your noble quest." Their dialogue was rich with mutual respect, a testament to the blending of different divine paths towards a common goal. Euphrosyne's gentle influence and Athena's wise counsel intertwined to weave a tapestry of divine mortal interaction, promising to inspire and uplift both realms. Before their parting, Euphrosyne shared her intention to expand her influence beyond Athens, envisioning a Greece where her touch would spark even greater joy and artistic expression. Athena's eyes twinkled with admiration for Euphrosyne's vision. Together, they imagined a future where the grace of the gods would seamlessly merge with mortal life, enriching it profoundly. As the two goddesses prepared to part ways, they left with a shared resolve to observe their joint influence ripple across the land, touching lives under their watchful care. Their meeting under the serene moonlight established a foundation for lasting harmony, a melody that would echo through the realms of both gods and mortals for generations. As Euphrosyne disappeared back into the shadows, she felt the anticipation of the journey ahead, a future filled with the promise of divine joy interwoven into the human experience. Her thoughts turned to the lands beyond Athens, eager to spread the spark of inspiration over a broader canvas. With Athena's blessing, Euphrosyne set out from Athens, her heart alight with the prospect of igniting joy across the Greek world. Her path guided her first to Corinth, a thriving hub renowned for its shipyards and skilled artisans. In this city, Euphrosyne's influence felt like a gentle breeze that carried whispers of innovation. When she revealed herself to a group of shipbuilders, their creativity flourished, leading to innovations in design. Among them, a visionary craftsman named Lycos found inspiration in her presence and devised a unique ship hull, one that cut through the waters with unprecedented grace. This wave of creativity led to groundbreaking designs that bolstered Corinthian maritime success, enhancing the city's reputation and prosperity. Continuing her journey, Euphrosyne ventured into the pastoral heart of Greece, where tiny villages nestled among rolling fields. Here, she injected a vibrant joy into daily life. Villagers found humor in their chores, turning mundane tasks into moments of shared laughter. Children played with unbridled glee, their bouts of giggling transmuting simple work into a celebration of life. Around evening fires, stories melded with songs, ripe with a warmth that wrapped around hearts like a cherished blanket. Euphrosyne's presence not only lightened burdens, but also knitted communities tighter, encouraging bonds that celebrated unity through shared joy. In the austere lands of Sparta, Euphrosyne observed young warriors steeped in rigorous training. Her influence here was as subtle as a dew-laden breeze, infusing camaraderie into their drills. The warriors found themselves unexpectedly cooperative, their practice seasoned with laughter and resilience. One memorable event during this time involved a race, typically a contest of endurance, which naturally turned into a playful challenge. The warriors found joy not just in their victories, but in the spirited competitions themselves. The once severe Spartan ethos experienced a gentle, rhapsodic shift, nurturing fellowship alongside unyielding prowess. Thebes emerged next on her radiant journey, a city with deep artistic roots now reawakened by Euphrosyne's passing. She watched as artists captured the world anew, their hands guided by unseen sparks of inspiration to carve and color with an enhanced vision. One sculptor, drawing directly from her inspiration, created a masterpiece depicting the city's mythical beasts in dynamic motion, each curve and angle echoing Euphrosyne's grace. These creations transcended the ordinary, breathing fresh life into Thebes' cultural tapestry and inspiring others to push the boundaries of their creative endeavors. In Delphi, Euphrosyne found a diverse gathering of travelers and pilgrims. These voyagers exchanged tales of guidance and revelation, each story enriched by newfound clarity and introspection. A specific incident highlighted her profound impact. A traveler spoke of a dream transformed into a melody that bore Euphrosyne's ethereal touch, a melody that inspired a shared sense of connection and purpose among those who heard it. The tale of this melody spread like dandelion seeds in the wind, infusing other regions with a spirit of creativity and unity, bolstered by her invisible yet tangibly felt presence. Euphrosyne's journey fostered the rise of a nationwide festival of the arts, a celebration of creativity that honored her gifts. Towns bore witness to this evolving renaissance, hosting gatherings where musicians and bards played vivacious tunes and actors brought the joy of stories to life. Artisans displayed wares that spoke of newfound zeal. In Thebes, the city's revitalized artistic community played a pivotal role in the festival's success. Their vibrant artwork, exhibited prominently, attracted travelers from afar who sought to wonder at their mastery. The festival became a grand invocation of joy, a collective embrace of the divine breath she bestowed upon the world, culminating in a vibrant crescendo celebrating the manifold expressions of art and unity. Throughout, a gentle rain seemed to accompany Euphrosyne, nurturing blooming flowers along her path as symbols of the flourishing creativity she inspired. The cities, once distinct in their rhythms, found commonality in these celebrations, drawn together by a string of shared experiences that transcended local divergences. Her influence, increasingly recognized, nurtured a tapestry of gratitude and artistic revival that wove itself into the Greek soul. As tales of Euphrosyne's travels spread, the awareness of her contributions became undeniable. She was celebrated not only as a muse, but as a beacon of creative unity. The legend of her deeds spread as gentle whispers in marketplaces and beside flickering hearths, cementing her presence in the lives of gods and mortals alike. With the completion of her gracious tour, Euphrosyne cast her thoughts on the enduring legacy she had fostered. Even as she prepared to move on, the joy and creativity she kindled continued to resonate across the land, forming a foundation for ongoing celebration and artistic flourishing. Her journey was a testament to her resolve and the divine harmony she shared with her ethereal family. As Euphrosyne looked onward, she saw before her a future of greater creativity and joy, her journey continuing in ripples through Greek culture, each wave a reminder of her enduring touch. Her heart swelled with the beauty of the world, quietly resolved to keep nurturing the seeds of joy she had so lovingly planted. As the gentle spring sun cast its golden light over Mount Olympus, Euphrosyne returned from her remarkable journey across the mortal lands. Her arrival was met with a warm wave of admiration. The gods had gathered in the grand marble hall to celebrate her triumphant success. The assembly hall, adorned with festive wreaths and golden goblets, set the stage for this joyous occasion. Euphrosyne's gentle influence had touched every corner of Greece, weaving joy and inspiration into the hearts of mortals and divine alike. The first to greet her were her sisters, Aglaia and Thalia, united in their pride and joy for Euphrosyne's achievements. Aglaia, embodiment of beauty, enveloped Euphrosyne in a warm embrace, her eyes shimmering with pride. "Oh, sister," Aglaia exclaimed softly, "the beauty you have inspired transcends realms." Thalia, representing abundance, chimed in with laughter that echoed the joy now filling the hall. "Your touch brought forth a bountiful harvest of creativity, Euphrosyne." "Fields blossoming with artistry and dreams," she declared with admiration. Together the Charites formed a harmonious trio, their shared spirit resonating through Olympus and beyond. Aphrodite, the radiant goddess of love and beauty, approached Euphrosyne with a gentle grace. Her presence commanded respect, yet it was her tender words that conveyed the depth of her admiration. "Dear Euphrosyne," she began, her voice a soothing melody, "you have woven joy not just among mortals, but within the tapestry of our divine realm. Your subtle yet profound empathy is a rare gift." Aphrodite's praise danced elegantly around Euphrosyne, underscoring her quiet strength and the happiness she had spread. As admiration filled the air, Zeus, the mighty leader of the gods, stepped forward to address the assembly. The room fell into a respectful silence as his commanding voice resounded with warmth and approval. "Euphrosyne, your deeds have illuminated the mortal world. Where once lay mundanity, there now thrives a vibrant world of joy, he declared, taking time to emphasize her influence on specific regions. His words painted vivid images of lively festivals and joyful gatherings that had sprung forth. The deities nodded in agreement, creating a chorus of divine unity that underscored both Zeus's pride and the significance of Euphrosyne's work. Apollo, god of music and arts, stepped forth, his appreciation evident. His bond with the Charites was well known, as their dances often elevated his art to dazzling heights. "The dance of the Charites is unparalleled," he remarked, infusing his voice with gratitude. "Your role, dear Euphrosyne, has breathed new life into it. Your steps have imbued our music with an exquisite richness." Musicians and poets echoed his praise, their instruments ready to celebrate the Charites' impact through melodious harmony. Helios, the steadfast god of the sun, offered his celestial perspective next. With his journey across the sky, he had been witness to Euphrosyne's impact on the mortal lands. "From the heavens, I have seen the glow of your deeds," Helios shared, filled with admiration. "The earth below is alight with the joy you have instilled." His words drew a vivid tapestry of a world basked in Euphrosyne's gentle serenity and upliftment. With spirits high and admiration surrounding her, Euphrosyne took the opportunity to recount her journey to her divine peers. She shared evocative tales, each punctuated by the joy and creativity she had inspired. From the shipbuilders of Corinth discovering profound design innovations, to the passionate poets of Thebes gaining renewed fervor, Euphrosyne's journey touched every facet of Greek life. Each story entwined with the attentive gods, marking a testament to the ongoing cycle of divine inspiration and mortal gratitude. The celebration crescendoed with preparations for a grand festival in honor of the Charites. Euphrosyne, joined by Aglaia and Thalia, led a captivating enchanting dance. Their movements mirrored the grace and unity emblematic of their purpose, moving in harmony with the joyous rhythm of lyres and flutes. Music and laughter echoed beyond the assembly hall, infusing the vast expanses of Olympus with an ethereal tribute to the joy the Charites had sown. Amidst the festivities, Euphrosyne found a moment to reflect on the path ahead. She had sown seeds of happiness across mortal lands, binding gods and humanity in harmonious joy. Yet Euphrosyne understood that nurturing joy was an eternal endeavor, requiring a perfect balance of inspiration and continual care. With renewed conviction, she contemplated her ongoing mission to sustain the delicate cycle of joy between her divine home and the mortal realm. In this moment of divine harmony and festivity, Euphrosyne embraced her role in the broader story of endless joy. Her heart swelled with a gentle commitment to carry the flame of joy forward, ensuring its light waxed eternal in the heavens and across the realm below. With the promise of new chapters awaiting her, Euphrosyne prepared to sustain the joy she had so lovingly sown. Euphrosyne once again descended to the world of mortals, her celestial essence subtly woven into the very air. Upon leaving the divine embrace of Olympus, she found herself amidst the thriving artistry she had helped cultivate. The land sang with life, a testament to her influence. Every corner was alive with events celebrating art and creativity. Amphitheaters overflowed with joyous patrons, and towns echoed with melodies and applause, celebrating the inspired creations born of her touch. In one lively city, an art festival was underway, transforming the marketplace into a vibrant hive of activity. Here, painters were immersed in bold ventures, brushes dancing with flair as they splashed colors across their canvases, painting visions unseen. Among them was a young artist who stood out, struggling against self-doubt. With quiet encouragement, Euphrosyne's presence ignited a spark within him, leading to a breakthrough as he boldly captured a vision of the gods in vivid detail, leaving onlookers transfixed. In a nearby grove, children gathered, naturally attuned to the Muse's gentle influence. Laughing freely, they constructed delicate sculptures from clay and pine cones, innocent masterpieces that reflected the pure joy they felt. Inspired by her ethereal vision, these young souls danced in the dappled sunlight, their steps spilling happiness across cobblestone streets, whispering tales of innocence and unbridled joy. Euphrosyne then turned her gaze to the village elders, custodians of history and tradition. As they gathered around a fire, recounting stories that bridged past wisdom with present understanding, her influence enriched their words. Elders found themselves energized, weaving narratives that captivated all ages, binding communities with the warmth of shared heritage. One elder, particularly, recounted a hero's journey with such passion that the audience felt as if they too traversed the ages. In a town square, a music contest highlighted the cultural revival sweeping the community, a direct result of Euphrosyne's inspiring presence. From dawn to dusk, musicians eagerly showcased their compositions, harmonizing together in a spirited celebration of sound. Among them was a renowned bard whose ballads, inspired by unseen muses, resonated with depth and sincerity. His itinerant tales, enriched by Euphrosyne's celestial influence, sparked joy and wonder in listeners, transcending boundaries and uniting diverse crowds under the banner of shared artistic passion. Meanwhile, across the land, as various communities reveled in their collective expressions of creativity, a narrative unfolded that spoke of unity. Slowly but surely, her gentle touch bound people together through arts and festivals, reshaping societies. Conversations buzzed with excitement and new ideas, and cultural exchanges became commonplace as adjoining regions celebrated newfound artistic connections. Euphrosyne's heart swelled with warmth as she observed these ripple effects, knowing her mission extended beyond single acts of joy. Her presence inspired new philosophies and artistic styles that bloomed in every heart touched by the Muse's light. She stood as a witness, an indelible part of an evolving story written in vibrant colors and sweet harmonies. Though her role was subtle, her influence was profound, bridging the divine and mortal worlds. As she wandered from place to place, witnessing layer upon layer of stories and creations unfolding, she felt a profound sense of fulfillment. Each interaction, every spark of inspiration, threaded more tightly the bonds between gods and men, enriching both worlds. Across the horizon, the whispers of her influence lingered, intertwining stories of divine presence with Earth's own melody, adding depth and dimension to the tapestry of life. As the summer sun began to dip beneath the horizon, casting a gentle glow over the fruitful land, Euphrosyne reflected on the vibrant echoes she had instilled within the realm. Her heart resonated with the satisfaction of a job well done, knowing that her gentle touch would carry on, even in her absence. Her quiet contemplation poised her for the chapters yet to come, where she would ponder the eternal balance of joy, forever ensuring it flourished under her watchful eye. Her journey, rich with achievements, would soon guide her back to introspection on how to maintain and nurture the equilibrium of joy and creativity within the world's heart. With a serene smile, she continued on her path, leaving soft ripples that would echo forever through the hearts of mortals and gods alike. The sun embraced the horizon with its tender glow, as Euphrosyne nestled within a tranquil grove, enveloped by nature's soft whispers. This sacred garden, cradled in summer's calm, provided Euphrosyne with a moment of solitude. Amidst vibrant flora and beside a gentle fountain, she allowed her mind to wander through the tapestry of her journey so far. In the quiet of the garden, Euphrosyne recalled the spontaneous laughter that erupted in Greek villages when touched by her joy. Artists and poets alike found newfound inspiration under her graceful influence, creating masterpieces that transcended the ordinary. She vividly remembered the artist in Athens who, with her silent encouragement, sculpted a work of profound beauty that moved all who beheld it. These memories were but threads that wove together a vibrant tapestry, illuminating the minds of mortals and guiding them towards the divine. Reflecting on the nature of joy, Euphrosyne recognized its cyclical essence, like seasons transitioning seamlessly from one to the next. Joy, once planted, flourished and blossomed anew in every soul it touched. It was not a fleeting moment, but a continuous experience, renewed through the bonds shared between gods and mortals. Euphrosyne marveled at how her efforts did more than merely spark joy. They encouraged its perpetual renewal, nurturing an ongoing cycle of inspiration and harmony. Euphrosyne pondered the delicate balance between divine influence and mortal agency. Her role, she mused, was not to dictate but to guide. Like a gentle breeze encouraging embers to ignite, she nurtured creativity in artists, poets, and musicians without dimming their inherent light. Sharing her wisdom with the Muses, she encouraged them to embrace joy and weave it into their work and lives. Comforted by the knowledge that she had fostered creativity while respecting free will, Euphrosyne understood her place within the grand scheme. As she sat amidst the natural symphony, the rustling leaves, the gentle ripple of water, and distant echoes of celebration, her thoughts turned to how mortals have incorporated this joy into their daily existence. Art festivals vibrant with expression, philosophical debates, and the carefree laughter of children all spoke to her influence. Each note of joy, each smile and laugh, affirmed the positive results of her efforts, a more vibrant world, rich with connection and harmony. A serene breeze carried the delicate notes of a lyre from afar, a reminder of the harmony she helped foster. Euphrosyne allowed herself a soft smile, her heart swelling with contentment. She had played her part in cultivating a world where joy resonated naturally, enhancing bonds and inspiring new art forms. Gratitude filled her being as she acknowledged her role in this divine interplay between gods and mortals. However, Euphrosyne also recalled challenges, moments when joy seemed elusive, teaching her patience and resilience. She remembered a struggling craftswoman from Corinth who, burdened by hardships, discovered a new grace in her crafts after receiving Euphrosyne's gentle encouragement. Such encounters fortified Euphrosyne's resolve, reinforcing her commitment to nurturing joy amid adversity. Determined to continue spreading joy in its myriad forms, Euphrosyne envisioned her ongoing mission. She cherished her past victories, but recognized that her work was yet unfinished. There were countless hearts to touch and songs to inspire. Embracing the endless journey of joy, she vowed to foster it with grace and determination. Symbolizing her ongoing mission, Euphrosyne knelt by the fountain, her fingers brushing the water's surface before planting a seed in the earth, a testament to her resolve to let joy thrive. As twilight deepened and shadows lengthened in the garden, she rose, her mind brimming with thoughts of paths yet untraveled. Her journey in nurturing joy was only beginning, with new adventures and challenges whispering on the horizon. She envisioned expanding her reach, fostering joy in untouched places, and revisiting those already graced, strengthening the connections between gods and mortals. Although her mission was far from complete, her spirit, radiant and warm, stood ready to embrace whatever came next. With newfound allies among mortals and muses, she prepared to weave richer, more intricate tapestries of joy within the world's heart. Bathed in the soft light of the morning sun, Euphrosyne gathered a group of young muses within a sun-dappled grove. Their eyes, reflecting the endless azure above, brimmed with eagerness and potential. Euphrosyne, radiating the golden aura of dawn, saw in these young muses the budding ability to nurture creativity and joy among mortals, much as she had done. The grove, alive with the gentle rustle of nature's song, provided a fitting backdrop for the wisdom she was about to share. As they assembled around her, each muse carried a unique gift, waiting to be unveiled to the realms of mortals. Euphrosyne began her teaching with insights into the art of inspiring and cultivating joy, sharing the subtleties accrued from her own divine journey. Her words, suffused with experience, floated through the grove, intertwining with the gentle breezes that caressed the trees. Like roots drawing strength from rich, nurturing soil, the Muses absorbed her wisdom eagerly. The Muses practiced diligently, guided by Euphrosyne's watchful eye. With each careful, deliberate step into the realm of inspiration, confidence blossomed within them. As they created small sparks of creativity, they began to comprehend Euphrosyne's teachings, that a subtle touch could lead a mortal to brilliance, guiding a painter to envision new vistas or a composer to craft soul-stirring melodies. Euphrosyne understood the importance of empathy and connection, and through storytelling, she illuminated these for the Muses. Sharing tales of her own encounters, she recounted how she had once inspired an artist's breakthrough, or lent hope to a poet's words. These stories revealed the hidden layers of the human spirit the Muses would soon foster. Such knowledge became an internal compass for them, guiding their hearts and actions. The path requires patience, Euphrosyne emphasized, explaining the delicate balance of aligning divine influence with mortal pursuits. This balance, she noted, demanded time and care. The young Muses listened intently, grasping that although their influence held great power, its full expression would often unfold gradually in the mortal realm. They learned to weave the fabric of creativity into everyday life, guided by patience and perseverance. Through the weeks, the Muses grew more adept at applying their talents independently. Encouraged by Euphrosyne, they honed their abilities like the flowers blooming around them, nurturing the seeds of inspiration among humanity. Euphrosyne's heart swelled with pride as vibrant as the grove's joyous vibrancy. She observed their incremental victories, a mortal artist suddenly awash with inspiration, or a young poet finding newfound eloquence. Each success, no matter how small, bolstered the Muses' confidence and fortified their resolve. Among these Muses, one particularly struggled with self-doubt, but found solace in Euphrosyne's guidance. After a failed attempt to inspire a sculptor, she sought Euphrosyne's counsel, her spirits low. Euphrosyne reassured her, sharing stories of her early challenges and how persistence often leads to success. This conversation became a turning point, revealing the profound role of resilience in their divine duty. The Muses practiced diligently in the weeks that followed, celebrating every moment of insight and progression. They learned to draw upon their innate talents with renewed vigor, issuing subtle nudges of creativity that blossomed within the hearts of mortals. Such dedication found its reward when a muse saw her influence bring a painter's masterpiece to life, a moment of clarity that marked her growth and understanding. As Euphrosyne observed them, memories of her own early days danced in her mind, unfurling like petals in the sunshine. Her sisters had supported her, guiding her with wisdom and warmth. This kinship and continuity wrapped around her as she prepared to entrust the young Muses with the sacred task of perpetuating joy, a legacy she had nurtured so dearly. Satisfied with their progress, Euphrosyne stood ready to leave the grove, knowing her task there had reached its natural conclusion. Watching the Muses embark on their own paths, she saw the promise of new beginnings in each of their steps. The sun cast its golden rays through the trees, symbolizing not an end, but the start of another chapter in the eternal dance of joy and inspiration. As the leaves rustled gently in the breeze, Euphrosyne felt her spirit remain woven into the brightness she had kindled within each muse. The grove shimmered with newfound potential, a haven of laughter and shared wisdom. She paused, embracing the quiet gratitude of a cycle completed, not ended, but transformed into something ever more beautiful. With her heart at peace, Euphrosyne resolved to return to Mount Olympus, knowing her mission among mortals had reached a fulfilling pause. Yet, her influence would remain undiminished, gently guiding the Muses in their duties. As she turned her gaze toward the endless horizon, she glimpsed a future brimming with possibilities, carrying the promise of unwavering dedication to her divine purpose. In the tranquil grove where Euphrosyne had nurtured the young Muses, a gentle breeze whispered through the trees, signaling it was time for her to leave the mortal realm. The grove, bathed in the sun's gentle light dappling through the leaves, was a testament to the Muses' progress under her guidance. Their newfound confidence in inspiring creativity and joy among mortals assured her that her legacy was in capable hands. Euphrosyne's heart swelled with a deep sense of contentment, seeing the Muses ready to continue the cycle of joy and inspiration. To bid farewell, Euphrosyne gathered the young Muses around her once more. Glowing with youthful enthusiasm, their faces lit up with a mix of excitement and determination. She imparted final words of wisdom, emphasizing the importance of empathy and patience. "Remember always," she advised softly, "that the harmony between divine inspiration and mortal creativity is delicate and precious. Nurture it with care and kindness." Her words were not just guidance, but an assurance that they were worthy stewards of the Charite legacy, tasked with weaving joy into the fabric of human experience. Watching the Muses nod in understanding and gratitude, Euphrosyne knew they would uphold the tradition with diligence and grace. Her teachings had taken root, and she felt the gentle hum of creativity resonate within their talents. As they departed to explore their newfound responsibilities, an aura of fulfillment surrounded Euphrosyne, knowing that the seed she had sown would blossom into enduring joy and artistic endeavors. As the sun shifted lazily toward the horizon, Euphrosyne turned her gaze to a festival unfolding in the distance, inspired by the Charites and their influence. Mortals gathered in celebration with songs, dances, and art, embodying the joy she and her sisters had long endeavored to instill. The air was vibrant with laughter and music, a living tapestry of happiness woven directly from her endeavors. Each jubilant expression among the people was a testament to the tangible impacts of her divine mission. The festival was not just a gathering of merriment. It was a manifestation of Euphrosyne's journey. She observed how the laughter of children soared above the melodies, uniting generations in unspoken understanding. The artists, filled with a renewed sense of purpose, showcased their work, a vivid display of creativity kindled by Euphrosyne's presence. As the festival thrived, so did the understanding that joy, like art, is a universal language, echoing effortlessly through time. Standing at the edge of the grove, Euphrosyne took a moment to reflect on her journey. The festival was not merely a celebration, but a signal of the enduring impact her presence had created. It was a festival where each dance step and every note sung resonated with the joyful whispers of the Charites. This visible reflection of her influence among the people of Greece filled her with assured peace, knowing her journey was a cycle of continuous joy. As the twilight sky began to bloom with hues of lavender and soft orange, Euphrosyne felt the call to ascend. Gracefully she rose toward the heavens, watched by mortals below who felt their spirits lift with her departure. They instinctively sensed the change in the air, a subtle shift that marked the end of a divine presence. Yet, even as she ascended, the festival below thrived, an echo of her legacy that would continue to resonate in their hearts. Her ascent was a gentle melding into the twilight, the gateway to Olympus opening like a celestial embrace. Soon, she was greeted by the familiar peaks of Mount Olympus, standing steadfast and eternal. The realm welcomed her back with open arms, the divine aura of Olympus a comforting balm against the backdrop of her journey's success. She felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment, her influence having rippled across the mortal realm like concentric circles of joy, echoing through time. Upon her return, Euphrosyne found her sisters, Aglaia and Thalia, eagerly awaiting her. They welcomed her with warmth, noting the radiant glow of growth and fulfillment in her demeanor. Her sisters could sense the transformation she had undergone and recognized the subtle yet profound shifts her journey had awakened. Euphrosyne shared tales of her adventures, vibrant with stories of human creativity, newfound connections, and the delicate dance of joy that bound gods to mortals. In celebration of Euphrosyne's achievements, the Charites came together to express their joy through dance. With a harmony as fluid as the gentle streams of Olympus, they moved together, rejoicing in their collective purpose. The elegant melody of lyres accompanied their dance, enhancing the atmosphere with a serenade to beauty, abundance, and joy. It was a serene celebration, a unifying moment that encapsulated the essence of their divine duty to nurture joy. This reunion and celebration reinvigorated Euphrosyne's vision for the future. Her successful journey reinforced her understanding of joy as both a robust and delicate essence, vital to the hearts of mortals and immortals alike. The continuity she witnessed, promising that joy would forever be interwoven with the rhythms of life, offered profound reassurance. Her adventures had deepened her understanding, amplifying the notion that joy was an enduring legacy, a constant thread binding gods with humanity. As the dance came to a soft, natural end, a peaceful hush blanketed the assembly. Stars began to grace the night sky, twinkling above Olympus like eternal beacons of divine promise. Euphrosyne and her sisters stood together, their shared resolve shimmering in their eyes. Wherever there was joy and inspiration, they knew their influence would always be present, gentle, profound, and everlasting. Euphrosyne felt a gentle tranquility settle within her, content with the harmonious conclusion of her journey. Her experiences had cultivated a deeper understanding that joy, fleeting and elusive yet steadfast and powerful, was integral to both mortal and divine lives. As the Charites pledged anew to pursue and protect this noble mission, Euphrosyne's heart swelled with a sense of purpose. Together with shared aspirations, they would continue to bridge the worlds with a light only they could bestow. Her gentle transition into eternity was a cycle completing itself, with an ever-renewing promise of joy etched upon the tapestry of existence.